Have you ever thought about why most strokes seem to happen in the morning? It's a concerning observation that doctors across the globe have made. It turns out that the early hours of the day are when the likelihood of having a stroke peaks significantly. This spike is often linked to a simple habit that many of us overlook each day. What you do in the first half hour after you wake up could be the deciding factor in whether your brain remains healthy or faces irreversible damage. In this video, we're going to explore 5 common morning habits that quietly increase your risk of having a stroke, along with one straightforward change that can significantly lower that risk. No matter if you're in your 60s, 70s, or even older, recognizing these habits could be crucial in determining whether you enjoy another healthy sunrise or face a medical emergency that alters your life completely. Stay with us until the end, because you'll discover one essential morning adjustment that leading neurologists claim can reduce your risk of stroke more effectively than any costly supplement or medication out there. And the best part, it's easy, it's free, and it truly works. This video might be one of the most important you'll ever view, as the key to preventing strokes doesn't lie in the hospital. It starts the moment you open your eyes. So, let's dive in. Let's begin with the first habit, the sudden rush habit. One of the most perilous mistakes many older adults make in the morning is jumping out of bed the instant they wake up. It may seem harmless enough. You open your eyes, throw the covers off, and stand up. Yet this quick movement sends shockwaves through your cardiovascular system. When you lie down for hours during sleep, your blood pressure adjusts to a restful state. But when you suddenly stand, gravity pulls blood down into your legs before your heart has a chance to catch up with the demand. For younger individuals, this might just lead to a moment of dizziness. However, for seniors, the stakes can be much higher. This abrupt shift can cause a sudden decrease in blood flow to the brain, potentially leading to a mini-stroke or even a full-blown one. Medical professionals refer to this condition as orthostatic hypotension, but it's more than just a fancy term. It can be a silent killer among older adults who underestimate their mornings. I remember a man named Harold who was 78 years old. He had a habit of getting up too quickly every day. One morning, he suddenly found his vision going dark and he fell. Doctors later told him that his brain had been deprived of oxygen for just a few seconds, but that short amount of time was enough to leave him partially paralyzed. So, what's the remedy for this? The answer is simple. Slow down your mornings. When you wake up, take a moment to stay in bed. Wiggle your fingers and toes, then sit up slowly. Take a few deep breaths and allow your heart to find its natural rhythm. This small act of patience isn't laziness, it's wisdom. It sends a message to your body that we're starting the day off safely. Over the years, you've learned that rushing often leads to mistakes. Your body abides by the same principle. A calm morning can indeed save lives. So tomorrow, when the first rays of sunlight hit your window, remember that how you rise can influence how long you get to rise. Now, let's talk about the second habit. Skipping water right after waking up. The second hidden trigger for a stroke is something that seems so simple, forgetting to hydrate in the morning. After sleeping for 6 to 8 hours, your body is in a state of dehydration. This absence of water thickens your blood, making it stickier and more susceptible to clotting. For seniors, whose blood vessels may already be narrower and more fragile, this thickened blood is like a ticking time bomb. When you wake up, your heart starts working harder. Your blood pressure rises slightly, and your brain craves oxygen. But without proper hydration, your blood moves sluggishly, forcing your heart to exert more effort to keep up. This is one of the primary reasons strokes often occur between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., when dehydration meets sudden changes in pressure. To make matters worse, many people immediately reach for coffee instead of water. While that morning cup of joe may feel comforting, caffeine actually contributes to further dehydration and temporarily restricts your blood vessels. You might feel more awake, but your arteries are paying the price. Picture your bloodstream as a tranquil river. During the night, its flow slows and thickens. If you start your day by pouring caffeine into it instead of water, you're sending that dense river through a narrow channel. Over time, that creates the perfect storm for a clot to form and completely block the flow. So, what should you do? Within the first 5 minutes of waking, drink a full glass of water. Do this before reaching for coffee or eating breakfast. Room temperature water is ideal. It's gentle on your stomach and naturally wakes up your organs. While you drink, consider doing a few gentle stretches to help your circulation catch up with your consciousness. Many older adults underestimate the importance of hydration because it seems too simple to matter. However, this one habit can significantly decrease morning spikes in blood pressure, enhance brain function, and lower stroke risk far more than many medications ever could. Consistency is key. Think of that first glass of water as your morning medicine. It costs nothing yet has the potential to save your life. If you're still with us and finding this information valuable, why not comment number 2 below to let me know you're engaged? And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support is what keeps us going and enables us to create more content that informs and inspires. Moving on to number 3, ignoring morning blood pressure fluctuations. This is one of the most overlooked yet dangerous times for stroke risk. Many people mistakenly believe that blood pressure remains constant throughout the day. In reality, it follows a natural rhythm. During sleep, blood pressure tends to drop. As you wake up, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to prepare you for the day ahead. This sudden hormonal rush can cause your blood pressure to spike sharply, sometimes too sharply. For healthy young adults, this may not pose a problem, but for seniors whose arteries have stiffened with age, this surge can be disastrous. The walls of those arteries no longer stretch easily. They've become like old rubber hoses, rigid and unable to withstand pressure. This is one of the reasons why so many strokes and heart attacks occur shortly after waking. The mistake many make is ignoring this internal rush hour. They leap out of bed, jump into chores, or even start arguments during breakfast, all while their heart is under stress. Some may even take stimulating medications or supplements first thing in the morning, inadvertently amplifying the surge. If you've ever felt lightheaded, experienced blurry vision, or heard ringing in your ears shortly after waking, those could be your body's early warning signs. It's telling you to slow down because your blood pressure is spiking. So how can you counteract this? The first rule is simple: ease into your day. Don't go from deep sleep to full activity in an instant. Sit at the edge of your bed for a minute or two. Take deep breaths and allow your circulation to catch up. If you take blood pressure medication, consider discussing with your doctor the best time to take it. For some seniors, taking it at night can help prevent that early morning spike, while others may benefit from a split dose. The key here is awareness. Understand that your mornings set the tone for your heart and brain for the rest of the day. You don't need fancy gadgets to monitor your health. A simple home blood pressure monitor, used regularly, can be your best ally. Track your readings, especially in the morning, and you'll start to see patterns. Days when stress, poor sleep, or missed meals exacerbate the spikes. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward preventing a stroke. Remember, awareness is not fear, it's power. The more you understand how your body behaves in the morning, the better prepared you are to protect it. By respecting your body's natural rhythm, you're not merely avoiding danger. You're giving yourself a longer, more peaceful morning to appreciate life's small joys. Next, let's move on to number 4, skipping breakfast or eating incorrectly. Many seniors underestimate how significantly breakfast affects stroke risk. After a long night of fasting, your blood sugar levels drop, and your blood becomes thicker and more viscous. If you skip breakfast, that condition persists, making your heart work harder to push that thicker blood through your vessels. Combine that with dehydration and pressure surges, and you've created a perfect storm for a clot to form. But it's not just about skipping breakfast. Eating the wrong kind can also be harmful. Many people reach for processed options like white bread, bacon, or sugary pastries, which cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and inflammation. This puts additional stress on blood vessels that are already fragile due to age. I recall a woman named Patricia who was 72. She used to skip breakfast, thinking it would help her lose weight. For years, she only had coffee in the morning and wouldn't eat until around noon. One day, she woke up feeling dizzy and unable to move one side of her body. Doctors informed her that her stroke had occurred between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., exactly when her blood was at its thickest and her heart had no fuel to stabilize her circulation. Your brain is an energy-hungry organ. When it doesn't receive glucose in the morning, it compensates by constricting blood flow to certain areas, which can wear down the blood vessels over time. So what's the solution? Opt for a balanced breakfast that stabilizes both blood sugar and blood pressure. A simple bowl of oatmeal topped with nuts, a boiled egg, and a piece of fruit is far superior to skipping a meal or consuming processed snacks. The aim here is not to overeat but to nourish your circulation rather than starve it. Here's another tip. Never eat in a hurry. When you rush through your meal, your body releases stress hormones that constrict your blood vessels, much like how anger or anxiety would. Eating slowly and mindfully allows your blood flow to stabilize, activates your digestion, and helps your morning rhythm balance out naturally. The difference between a good morning and a perilous one often boils down to how you treat your first meal. Breakfast isn't merely a meal. It's your body's way of signaling that we're alive and ready to embrace the day. If you're still watching and finding these insights beneficial, please comment number 4 below to show your engagement. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. Your support is invaluable in helping us create quality content that informs and inspires. Now, let's discuss number 5, ignoring morning stress and emotional spikes. Many people believe that strokes are solely the result of physical issues like high cholesterol or blocked arteries. However, few recognize that emotional tension, especially in the morning, can be just as deadly. Right after waking up, your nervous system is in a fragile state. Your brain is shifting from rest to alertness, causing your heart rate to rise. If your initial thoughts are filled with worry, anger, or anxiety, your body reacts immediately. Hormones rush into your bloodstream, tightening your vessels and causing your blood pressure to surge dramatically. Many seniors kick off their mornings with mental pressures, worrying about bills, replaying family arguments, or consuming distressing news before breakfast. You might think these thoughts are harmless, but they trigger a physiological response akin to the fight-or-flight reaction that once helped our ancestors survive threats. The difference is that there's no tiger chasing you now. The only thing under attack is your circulation. Research shows that strokes are not merely physical breakdowns. They can often stem from emotional collapses as well. A heart under constant strain, a mind that never finds rest, and mornings packed with tension instead of calm can all contribute to the wear and tear on your arteries over time. So, how can you change this? Begin your mornings with tranquility rather than chaos. Before you grab your phone or turn on the news, take a few deep breaths. Step outside, soak in the sunlight, stretch your arms, and express gratitude for your body carrying you this far. By managing your mood in this way, you're not only nurturing your emotional health, but also shielding your brain from the silent damage that stress can inflict. A calm mind helps keep your blood vessels relaxed, which in turn allows for steady blood flow to the brain. And steady blood flow translates to a lower risk of stroke. I've known some older gentlemen who replaced their morning news routine with soothing music or journaling. Within a few weeks, their blood pressure readings had dropped, and they looked more relaxed. Their days began with a lighter spirit. Sometimes, the best medicine isn't in a pill but in how you start your morning. Remember, the body and mind are interconnected. By protecting one, you also safeguard the other. A peaceful start each day might be the key difference between years lost and years gained. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the essential message here. Stroke prevention isn't about doing something extraordinary. It's about listening to your body's quiet signals each morning. The habits you form at sunrise often dictate whether your heart remains strong or falters under pressure. Many people focus solely on medications, but the real strength lies in awareness, rhythm, and discipline. The 5 habits we've discussed may seem minor, but collectively they determine how your blood flows, how your heart performs, and how your brain stays sharp. Think of your mornings as the bedrock of your health. If that foundation is solid, the rest of your day and your future will stand tall. If it's neglected, the cracks will appear silently, often when it's too late to fix them. You've spent a lifetime working hard, caring for others, and overcoming challenges. Now is your time to care for yourself, with intention, wisdom, and calm. You don't need expensive treatments to achieve this. What you need is consistency and self-respect. So tomorrow morning, remember this. The way you greet your day can either heal you or hurt you. Choose to welcome it gently, with gratitude and awareness. Because sometimes, longevity isn't earned in hospitals or health plans. It's gained one mindful morning at a time. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to implement it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, so don't hesitate to express them. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue making valuable content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the